No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
These guys aren't human even. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Slithers into space. It's a running room, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Quick completion on the out route. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, USC. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Time to take a shot. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Trying to run, it's Worthy. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Fast completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Favors. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Here we go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Worthy. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Morton. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the hoop.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle next...
Into the secondary on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown, West Virginia. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Morton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Worthy. Got room at the 35. Wide open space. Touchdown, Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense, getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Bring in the heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because
touchdown USC. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got him. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And now they've moved into the red zone. Off play action. Floating away. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Mountaineers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Get set, get set.
He wants to throw it again. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open
Space in the middle, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
42, Spider.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got a little space. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll take a deep shot here. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know.
And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best, and to go out here and execute a score move.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give from the gun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he pulls it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Side run for the quarterback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against...
Touchdown, Mountaineers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires it down the seam. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
To the air, it's Morton. Still looking, on the move. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's paying his ears back again.
On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
On the double.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line.
Set, ready.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Babos. And he's brought down after a nice game. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Here's the pressure. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Unloads to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Stoneburner. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. They'll go back to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Snags it on the right. And some room to work. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my quarterback. I trust you. I want to throw the ball down the field on 3rd and long, make a play, but understanding the situation. Throw that thing to the crowd. Now a field goal puts me up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter where I like my chances.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's pretty amazing at this point in the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
On the double.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
3:25.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's the exact opposite what this defense runs. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you...
Touchdown, Mountaineer. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. To the air, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
You start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They want that clock to run. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stoneburner. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's at the touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Worthy. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires into the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. After this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving